Good afternoon, traders. This is Michael coming to you from Game Edge through the afternoon here with a midday recap. We'll get going here in just a second. Okay, so far today, obviously, go back and watch our pre-market prep. We were discussing holding above the transition levels. We had a confluence of the 0 DTE as well as the full complex levels. We were watching the 64.45 to 64.50. We opened up there, tested multiple times, and then held above. We're anticipating these transition levels to be supportive today, just with the overall structure. If we did get below the transition levels, we're looking for the bottom of the drunken sailor range, obviously low exposure area. So right now we're above transition, but we're kind of right in the middle of the drunken sailor range. So again, we're at the mercy of the intraday volumetrics or our vol-m command, which I'll pull up here in just a minute. We have very low volume today so far. You can see this. I'll show the volume transacting here. You can just see the call and puts volume just continuing lower. We're in the 200 to 400 contract range, so really not significant at all to move us higher. Obviously, we saw this spike this morning here around 10 o'clock. Obviously, that was the largest volume transacted, and those were calls. And then you just kind of see us chopping around. You do see the calls outpacing the puts slightly, but then the puts trying to take back over as we reached a upper level right here. But again, very low OI today. So again, at the mercy of the intraday market participants pushing price around. So we go to our vol-m command. Obviously, cross chopsticks is a consolidation with a slight edge to the bulls moving to the upside since we're above transition, as well as supportive in the money calls below us, out of the money calls above us. I'll go over that net stat command here in just a minute. But you really see the call centroid just chopping around this 64.80 level, a strike 64.70, 64.77, and really just going sideways. So really that's a consolidation pattern. So this is a good opportunity for credit spreads. As we saw to the downside, holding transition, we were trading credit spreads this morning, staying above the overall transition level. Once that was confirmed after a few minutes after the open by some of our tools, that gave us a nice opportunity for that. And you see the put centroid just rising higher. So again, that will continue to be supportive unless we see out of the money puts transacting significantly below this area, which we're not seeing at the moment. So positive slope on the put centroid, sideways to slight negative. On the call centroid, crossed linear fit lines, chopsticks, which means consolidation pattern. And this is a good pattern to put on your overall options structure trades, maybe IC, again, credit spreads, just depending on what your overall comfort level is with options trading. Directionality wise, it is difficult. Obviously, we're just maybe continuing to grind up, but really not seeing that large move up in the overall price action. So again, any pullback towards this overall transition level, I have VWAP on here, obviously just as a TA level. We can go look at the Qs. They're above 0 gex and P-trans. We see SPYs kind of struggling right around that P-trans level. So we do want to see it to get above that for price appreciation in the afternoon. You see that the IWM really just continuing to the downside after we tested that plus gex level this morning. Some stocks we were watching this morning, PLTR, tested that 150, which was negative gex. This has been a level that's held and been a nice bounce area. And then we crossed right back above the COTMP level and then 0 gex and really on our way up to P-trans. So really nice recovery there versus 150. So that was a nice trade. Good risk reward level there versus negative gex. If you would have dropped below it, you quickly could have been out of the trade, but good opportunity to get involved on the upside on that one. Some other stocks, as we said this morning, most of these stocks were holding at least at a 0 gex or transition level, so that was overall bullish. Again, just grinding up. We see Tesla grinding up towards the PGX level at 350. NVIDIA held COTMP at the open there. So again, how the money puts go in the money. We really never tested 0 P-trans, just kind of moving to the upside. So really the takeaway is most likely consolidation. We could see some oscillation Low OI here, though, allows price to get shoved around really easily, and we're within the overall drunken sailor range. So that's why you're seeing this such choppiness here. And then we started moving to the upside. Now you're just seeing us pull back again. So pull back to transition would not be out of the realm of possibilities. And then as long as we hold transition into the evening and afternoon session, we'd anticipate price to appreciate. And here's the latest volume command. So you see a slight downward slope on the call centroid. So if these out of the money calls are not transacting higher, it's going to be difficult for price to really push much higher. And then our put centroid is continuing to rise and then basically flatten out. So you're just going to see some price consolidation back and forth, just pushing between these levels, most likely 64.70 and down here towards 64.40 or 64.50. And we'll be stuck most likely heading into the afternoon. That's where these linear fit lines are projecting, are ending 64.67, 64.73. So we can continue to update those as we go into the afternoon session. But really not seeing any directionality wise from market participants today. This is a consolidation pattern, as I said. So if we continue on this trajectory via the option structure, we'll most likely end somewhere around in here. Could be 64.60 up towards 64.70 as long as that path continues. So hopefully that helps for the day. Our pre-market prep, again, we were looking to stay above transition on any pullback, but really just not any speculation to the upside or the downside. So consolidation and sideways really is the name of the game today so far. So all right, thanks everybody for joining us. Watch out or sign up and like and subscribe. Watch out for our post-market recap that will be posted after the market close sometime this evening, and then we'll continue to provide some updates throughout the day if we see anything change in the sentiment and structure. But as of now, sideways consolidation is most likely what we'll see for the rest of the day. So thanks everybody.